The Dyatlov Pass Incident is one of those mysterious tales that lend themselves effortlessly to wild speculation, dubious theories, and a sprinkling of conspiracy. It's like an Agatha Christie novel wrapped in a Russian snowstorm, but sadly lacking in any Poirot with his neat mustache to solve it. Picture the scene: the Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union, as foreboding as a miser's scowl, laced with snow and secrets. In 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers, probably more akin to mountaineering somnambulists given the circumstances, embarked on an adventurous expedition into these very mountains. The intentions were innocent enough: a rather ambitious Grade 3 hike. One imagines they'd lethargically discussed it over watered-down vodka, shrugging off any warnings with grand gestures of "it'll be fine." But it wasn't fine, not even slightly towing the line of fine. In a twist more baffling than a politician's promise, the group met a bizarre end in the frosty wilderness. Their soon-discovered campsite was, for lack of a better phrase, an utter train wreck apologizing for itself. The tent had been torn, supposedly from inside, as if an irritated bear with a hankering for human scrambled eggs had paid an unexpected visit. Meanwhile, some of our carefree, conspicuously less clothed hikers seemed to have swapped mountaineering for amateur ice diving, having left in the nippy night, sans boots, into sub-zero temperatures. Perhaps they found the cold invigorating? Forensic investigations offered more questions than solutions, like the proverbial ant who only leaves half the clues in the treasure hunt she organized. Odd injuries, peculiar radiation traces, and an air of "what on earth happened here?" firmly establishing itself as the theme. Naturally, theories took on a life of their own. Yeti's auditioned for the role of villain, while secret military tests provided a backdrop of Cold War intrigue begging for a fictional retelling by a bored Hollywood scriptwriter. Then, for the tinfoil aficionados, there were UFOs adding yet another dash of otherworldly spice. Contrary to any logical conjecture, however, the case was officially closed and sealed with the Soviet equivalent of stuff happens. Humanity, it seems, would have to make do with its own cobbled-together explanations, the Soviet Union's way of endorsing creativity. Now, more than 6 decades on, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains an unyielding enigma, causing yet more eyebrow-raising, inebriated discussions about the so-called truth among those who suspect an epic game of Cluedo took a real-world twist. Whether it was Yetis or misplaced meteorites, military experiments or dubious vodka, the only solid conclusion is that taking a midnight stroll in your underpants through the Russian wilderness is not as winning an adventure as it may sound. Even with this tragic know-how, though, the Dyatlov Pass allows our imagination to entertain possibilities more outlandish than a Soviet Christmas pantomime. So, grab your tent, but pack a Poirot next time.